Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're exploring one of the most powerful quotes that can change the way we view life's challenges. To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. We'll dive into how suffering is not just something to endure, but something that can be used to transform our lives. So, if you've ever wondered how to turn hardship into growth, this video is for you. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. The quote, "To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering," underscores the unavoidable reality that suffering is an intrinsic part of the human experience. Life is not free from challenges, and to live fully is to confront these struggles head-on. This perspective transforms suffering from something purely negative into a necessary aspect of existence. By embracing these hardships, we gain the ability to learn, grow, and build resilience. The quote suggests that those who attempt to avoid suffering entirely miss out on the richness that comes with facing and enduring adversity. It encourages a mindset where struggles are seen as opportunities to develop inner strength, rather than as obstacles to be feared or avoided. The essence of this quote lies in the idea that simply surviving life's challenges is not enough. To truly live, one must seek meaning within the suffering. Survival, in this sense, goes beyond the mere act of getting through tough times. It's about finding something profound within those experiences that drives personal growth and understanding. Without a sense of purpose, suffering can feel futile, leaving us with feelings of hopelessness and resignation. However, when we find meaning in our struggles, we can transform them from sources of pain into opportunities for transformation. This concept challenges the common approach to hardship as something to endure or avoid. Instead of simply trying to escape the pain, we are encouraged to dig deeper into it, to understand its purpose, and to allow it to shape us. The hardships we face, whether personal, professional, or emotional, can serve as a mirror to reflect our values, our strengths, and even our weaknesses. By finding meaning in these moments, we don't just survive them, we learn to navigate them with wisdom and resilience. For example, someone who faces significant adversity, such as the loss of a loved one, the end of a relationship, or a career setback, may initially feel overwhelmed by grief and despair. But as they move through their suffering, they may begin to uncover insights about their own emotional depth, their capacity for empathy, or the strength they never realized they had. This shift in perspective changes the narrative of the experience from one of helplessness to one of empowerment. Surviving with purpose also fosters a sense of agency in life. It allows us to take ownership of our story rather than merely reacting to circumstances. Each challenge, when viewed through this lens, becomes a stepping stone in a larger journey, one where we continuously learn, evolve, and find deeper meaning in what we experience. This purposeful survival, where every hardship is seen as an opportunity to find meaning, provides a fulfilling way to face life's inevitable struggles. It allows us not just to get through life, but to grow through it. At its core, the quote, "To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering," invites us to delve into existential philosophy, which explores the fundamental nature of human existence. This perspective mirrors the teachings of philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche and Viktor Frankl, who both believe that suffering is an inescapable part of life, yet how we respond to it can determine the quality of our lives. The idea presented in this quote encourages individuals to move beyond simply enduring pain and instead to search for meaning within it. Existentialism, a philosophy that grapples with life's inherent struggles and uncertainties, suggests that the human condition is defined by the need to find purpose in an often indifferent or hostile world. Nietzsche's concept of the will to power and Frankl's search for meaning in suffering both emphasize the importance of embracing life's challenges as opportunities for personal growth and self-actualization. They argue that while suffering is unavoidable, it is the meaning we assign to it that shapes our experience and defines our existence. For Frankl, the key to survival in the most extreme circumstances, such as his experience in Nazi concentration camps, was the ability to find meaning in the suffering. He believed that those who could maintain a sense of purpose, even in the face of unimaginable hardship, were more likely to survive both physically and psychologically. This aligns with the quote's assertion that survival is more than just existing. It is the ability to find meaning amidst suffering that truly allows us to live with depth and fulfillment. Similarly, Nietzsche's philosophy encourages individuals to confront suffering head-on and to use it as a tool for personal transformation. Rather than seeing pain as a curse, Nietzsche's concept of eternal recurrence challenges us to live as if we would choose to relive our lives, suffering and all, over and over again. This requires embracing suffering as part of the human experience and finding a way to transcend it through self-overcoming and the creation of meaning. This philosophical depth invites us to rethink our relationship with suffering. Instead of viewing it as something to be avoided or feared, the quote encourages us to see it as a necessary part of our journey, a challenge that, when met with the right mindset, can reveal profound insights about ourselves and the world around us. It suggests that in the very act of finding meaning in suffering, we achieve a higher level of existence, one that transcends mere survival and embraces the full depth of the human experience. The quote, "To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering," suggests that suffering is not just an obstacle to be endured, but rather a transformative experience that holds the potential for personal evolution. The central message here is that pain and hardship, when approached with the right mindset, can serve as powerful catalysts for growth. It challenges the perception of suffering as something solely destructive, urging us to see it as an opportunity for self-discovery and positive change. When faced with adversity, we are often forced to confront aspects of ourselves and our circumstances that we might otherwise ignore. Whether it's physical, emotional, or mental hardship, suffering pushes us to adapt, overcome, and ultimately evolve. The quote emphasizes that merely surviving suffering is not enough. It's in the process of finding meaning within it that we truly transform. This transformation can manifest in many ways: developing greater empathy, gaining clarity about life's purpose, or discovering inner strengths and resilience we never knew we had. Take, for example, someone who faces the loss of a loved one. The grief may initially feel overwhelming, and the pain can seem unbearable. However, through the process of mourning, reflection, and ultimately finding meaning in the loss, this experience can lead to profound personal growth. Perhaps it sparks a deeper appreciation for life, strengthens relationships with others, or encourages a shift in life priorities. In this way, suffering, though painful, can catalyze a transformation that makes us wiser, more compassionate, and more aware of what truly matters. This concept of transformation through adversity aligns with many psychological theories, including those of Carl Jung, who believed that the trials we face in life are necessary for the process of individuation, the journey toward becoming our authentic selves. By facing suffering directly, we integrate parts of our unconscious mind, moving toward a more holistic and mature understanding of who we are. Similarly, in the context of modern resilience theory, studies show that individuals who experience and work through adversity often emerge stronger, with a deeper sense of self-worth and a more expansive view of the world. The process of transformation through adversity also involves learning to accept suffering as a natural part of life. This acceptance is not about resigning oneself to pain, but rather embracing the fact that hardship is inevitable and that it can be used to propel us forward. By finding meaning in suffering, we can transcend the immediate pain and begin to see it as part of a greater narrative, one that leads us toward a richer, more fulfilling life. In this sense, adversity is not merely a series of unfortunate events, but a profound opportunity for personal development. It teaches us valuable lessons about resilience, perspective, and the strength of the human spirit. As we grow through suffering, we become more capable of handling future challenges, knowing that each struggle has the potential to help us evolve and emerge as stronger, wiser individuals. The quote, "To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering," serves as a powerful call to resilience. It reminds us that resilience is not simply the ability to withstand hardship but the capacity to find meaning, purpose, and strength in the face of adversity. Life's challenges, while difficult, are not just obstacles, they are opportunities to build resilience, an essential trait that allows us to face future struggles with greater fortitude and understanding. Resilience is often misconceived as a passive trait, the idea that we simply bounce back from hardship. However, the true nature of resilience is active. It involves consciously choosing to engage with our suffering in a meaningful way, to find lessons in the pain, and to transform it into a source of personal power. This active form of resilience demands that we acknowledge our pain, confront our fears, and draw on our inner resources to rise above the challenges life throws at us. It's not about denying the difficulties, but about accepting them, learning from them, and using them to grow stronger. The quote also suggests that resilience is directly tied to meaning. When we find purpose in our suffering, we gain a sense of control over our circumstances. Rather than feeling helpless or victimized by our pain, we can see it as part of our life's narrative, shaping us into the individuals we are meant to be. This perspective makes us more adaptable, capable of managing future challenges with a sense of purpose rather than dread. Instead of seeing hardships as purely negative, we begin to recognize them as stepping stones to greater emotional and psychological strength. Moreover, resilience isn't just an individual trait, it has a ripple effect on the people around us. When we model resilience by finding meaning in our own suffering, we inspire others to do the same. Our ability to navigate life's difficulties with grace and determination offers a powerful example for those facing their own challenges. We become not only stronger for ourselves but also a source of strength for others, creating a supportive community of resilient individuals. Resilience also allows us to better manage stress and uncertainty. In a world that is often unpredictable and full of challenges, those who cultivate resilience are better equipped to maintain their mental and emotional balance. Rather than becoming overwhelmed by the difficulties of life, resilient individuals are able to view each challenge as a potential opportunity for growth. This mindset shift enables them to stay focused, make thoughtful decisions, and persevere even when the going gets tough. Ultimately, the quote is a reminder that resilience is not just about enduring suffering, but about transcending it. It encourages us to rise above life's challenges with strength, purpose, and a deep sense of inner peace. By finding meaning in our suffering, we transform pain into power, ensuring that we not only survive but thrive, no matter what obstacles come our way. Resilience, therefore, becomes the key to not only surviving but truly living, embracing life's full spectrum with strength, grace, and purpose.